A picturesque, tree-lined street in a small town just west of New York City. Well-maintained houses with manicured lawns line both sides. It's a neighborhood that feels both welcoming and slightly conservative. A for rent sign stands in front of a charming two-story colonial house. Missy Johnson, 42, sits on the front porch steps with her husband, Chris, who's 45. They're reviewing rental applications together. Missy is warm, thoughtful, with an easy confidence about her. Chris is supportive, comfortable in their dynamic.
This is Newton, just west of New York City. I'm Missy Johnson. I'm a mother of a 16-year-old kid. Well, was a mother of a 16-year-old. Now he's in college. Yeah, I didn't know 16-year-olds could go to college either, but here we are.
She adjusts the stack of applications in her lap.
I'm married to Chris. He's the love of my life, my soulmate, the only man in this world I would share an eternity with. If I wasn't pretty sure that I liked women too.
She glances at Chris, who smiles knowingly.
The smell of them, the touch of them, basically everything a woman offers. I'm sliding into fifth gear and claiming that parking spot.
Chris laughs and squeezes her hand.
With our son gone and our nest suddenly empty, Chris has moved his things to his new bachelor pad across town. And now I'm here, looking for a roommate to fill the spare bedroom. Someone to fill the silence. Someone to share this house with while I figure out who I am when nobody needs me to be a mother.
So we've got about 15 inquiries. That's good response time.
Let's see who we're dealing with.
She opens the first application as the camera pulls back to show the quiet suburban street, a place where secrets and desires often hide beneath manicured lawns and white picket fences. A cozy neighborhood pub with dim lighting and worn wooden tables. A roommate wanted sign is posted prominently near the bar. Several sign-up sheets are scattered across a corner table. Missy Johnson, 33, sits at the table with an air of excited anticipation. She's warm, approachable, genuine. Across from her is her husband, Chris Johnson, 45, looks more cautious and protective.
So we've got 3 candidates coming in today?
3? Can you believe it? I was worried we wouldn't get anyone.
Just remember, they'll be living in my house. My son's home on weekends. Need to be careful about who we let in.
I know. But come on, how weird can it be?
The door opens. Candidate number 1, Derek, in his 40s, shuffles in wearing a full medieval knight costume, complete with helmet and sword.
So, I need a place that has good acoustics for my lute practice. I play medieval battle hymns at 3 in the morning. Is that cool? You, play the lute at 3 a.m.? Every night. Sometimes I do full reenactments of the Battle of Hastings in the backyard. I'll need permission to dig a moat.
A moat?
For authenticity.
Next. Derek shuffles out, his sword clanking against the chair. The door opens again. Candidate number 2, Tracy, she's in her 50s, enters carrying a large bird cage with 3 parrots inside.
Hi, I'm Tracy. I brought my parrots. Their names are Screamer, Squawker, and Vocal Chaos. They only sleep if there's heavy metal music playing at full volume, all night, every night.
Heavy metal.
Metallica, specifically. If you play anything else, they start plucking their feathers out and screaming obscenities. I taught them very colorful language.
That's a no from me.
They're gentle. They just need boundaries and screaming.
The parrots continue their profane symphony as she exits. Missy and Chris sit in stunned silence.
One more.
One more. The door opens slightly. Candidate number 3, Ronald, in his 60s, enters wearing a full tinfoil hat, multiple layers of aluminum foil wrapped around his arms.
Before we talk, I need to know, do you have 5G in the house?
We have Wi-Fi.
That's worse, much worse. The signals, they control us. I've lined my entire room with aluminum foil back at my place. I'll need to do the same here. Also, the government is watching through light bulbs. We'll need to replace all your bulbs with special ones that I have.
How many light bulbs are in that bag?
47. One for each government surveillance device I've identified in my current neighborhood. And the birds? Did they tell you about the birds? The parrots are government drones. I can tell you that by the way they move.
I think we're done here.
You'll regret this. When the 5G activates, you'll come crawling back to Ronald.
He exits, muttering about government conspiracies. Missy and Chris sit alone at the table, staring at each other in disbelief.
So, that didn't go well.
We're gonna have a very hard time finding someone.
Missy and Chris look worn out as another candidate exits.
They're all nuts!
No. We're going to find someone normal. Someone sane. Someone who doesn't involve medieval warfare, profane parrots, or tinfoil hats.
In this town?
There has to be someone. Let's go back to the online listings. Maybe we missed someone.
Suddenly, the door bursts open. Quinn Matlock, 26, walks in black leggings, gothy aesthetic, with striking red hair. Skinny, yet undeniably beautiful. She walks directly over to Missy's table with purpose.
Hi, I'm Quinn, and I'd like to interview for the room.
Missy just stares at her, completely mesmerized. Her eyes don't leave Quinn for a second.
Oh, right. Sorry. What do you do for work?
Quinn, and nothing. Currently unemployed.
How do you expect to pay rent if you're not working?
I'll find a job. I'll do anything. I just need the room, please. My dad kicked me out, and he's trying to force me to go live in Idaho with my aunt because I'm a devil woman or something.
Why would your dad call you that?
He doesn't like this. He thinks I might infect my brothers.
Are you into anything weird, like parrots, medieval reenactments, tinfoil hats?
No, I go to bed early, except Saturdays when I play Call of Duty with my friends online, but I'm never loud, I swear. I'm respectful about it. Honestly, I don't have any real-life friends, so bringing people to the house wouldn't be a problem.
You don't have friends?
Not real ones, but I'm good at keeping to myself. Just, please, give me a trial run. If it doesn't work out after a month, I'll find somewhere else.
The door suddenly opens again. Ronald shuffles back in, looking agitated.
So when will the final decision be made? Because I forgot to mention I also need to install electromagnetic shielding in the bedroom walls.
We made our decision.
Congrats, Quinn. You're my new roommate.
What? But I haven't even finished explaining about the government drones. It's a big mistake, a huge mistake.
He storms off, muttering about incompetence and surveillance.
Really? Thank you. Thank you so much. Can I see the place? I literally need a shower. I've been sleeping in my car for 2 days now.
Of course. Meet me out front and I'll lead you to the house.
I'll grab the paperwork.
Thank you. Thank you. You have no idea what this means to me.
She extends her hand. Missy shakes it, holding on perhaps a moment longer than necessary.
Welcome home, Quinn.
I can't wait to see it.
They exit the pub together, leaving Chris alone at the table, shaking his head with a knowing smile.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
He gathers the applications and follows them out. Missy grips the steering wheel, eyes fixed on the road ahead. Chris sits in the passenger seat, checking his phone anxiously.
She's not answering. I've called 3 times now.
Keep trying.
Wait, is that a car?
Missy's eyes snap to the rearview mirror. 3 cars back is Quinn's silver sedan.
That's her.
Well, should we pull over and try to talk to her?
I don't know. Maybe? Maybe she needs space. Maybe...
Quinn's car suddenly swerves into the left lane. Sharp, erratic.
What's she doing?
The car weaves back into the right lane, overcorrects, and the tires screech.
Something's wrong.
Quinn's car jerks violently to the right, clips the curb, and careens off the road. Everything happens in slow motion. The car smashes through a wooden fence, spins, rotates 180 degrees. The passenger side slams into a massive oak tree with a sickening crunch of metal and shattering glass. The airbag deploys with a bang that echoes across the street. Then silence.
Quinn!
She slams on the brakes. The car skids to a stop on the shoulder. Other vehicles slow down, pulling over behind them. Missy throws the car into park and runs, doesn't even close her door. Chris is right behind her. They scramble down the embankment, stumbling over broken fence pieces and torn up grass. Quinn's car sits crumpled against the tree, steam hissing from the destroyed engine. The entire passenger side is caved in. The windshield is spiderwebbed with cracks.
Quinn! Quinn!
Through the deployed airbag, she could see Quinn slumped against the seat. Head tilted to the side, eyes closed. A trickle of blood runs from her hairline down her temple.
No, no, no! Chris!
It's stuck. The frame's bent.
Someone behind them shouts, "I called 911. Ambulance is coming." Chris braces his foot against the car and yanks. The door groans, metal scraping metal, and finally gives way. White smoke pours out. Not quite fire, but it's getting close.
We need to get her out. Now!
He leans in, unbuckles her seatbelt with shaking hands. The airbag deflates with a hiss. Quinn's head rolls forward.
Quinn? Baby, can you hear me?
No response.
Help me lift her. Be careful with her head.
Together they ease Quinn out of the seat. She's completely limp. Dead weight. Missy supports her head while Chris gets his arms under her shoulders. They lay her on the grass away from the smoking car.
Quinn, please. Please wake up.
She smooths Quinn's hair back from the cut on her forehead. Blood stains her fingers.
She's breathing. The pulse is there, but it's weak.
In the distance, sirens wail.
This is my fault. I did this.
Stop. Just stay with her.
Missy bends over Quinn, pressing her forehead to hers.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please be okay.
We hope you're falling hard for this episode of Girls Like Girls. If it's making you laugh, cry, scream at the characters, or replay certain moments twice, don't keep it to yourself. Share the episode with friends, family, or anyone who loves messy love stories, unforgettable chemistry, and emotional drama that hits a little too close to home. Make sure you follow That Love Podcast wherever you're listening so you never miss a new episode. And if you're enjoying the show, leave a review while you listen. It helps more romance fans discover the series and keep stories like this coming. And while you're here, explore more from That Love Podcast. Listen to Back to December, our 6-part buddy rom-com filled with sharp banter, beautiful chaos, unexpected feelings and chemistry that absolutely refuses to stay under control. Then dive into The Love Doctor, starring the irresistibly charming Emerson Peary, a darkly funny, emotionally complicated journey through heartbreak, lies, love, and second chances. More romance, more drama, more stories you won't stop thinking about. Press play, follow, share the obsession.
Sterile. Quiet except for the rhythmic beep of a heart monitor. Quinn lies in a hospital bed, now conscious but groggy. White gauze bandages wrapped around her head. IV in her arm. She looks small and vulnerable. Missy stands against the wall, arms wrapped around herself, eyes red from crying. A doctor in his 50s flips through charts at the foot of the bed.
You're very lucky, Miss Matlock. The CT scans show no internal bleeding, no fractures. You have a mild concussion and some lacerations, but nothing that won't heal.
What happened?
Your blood sugar dropped dangerously low. Hyperglycemic shock. When's the last time you ate?
Quinn blinks, trying to remember.
I don't know. Yesterday morning?
You're diabetic. You really need to look at yourself better. Skipping meals, high stress, your body can't handle that.
Quinn looks away, ashamed.
I'm going to keep you for observation overnight. Make sure your levels stabilize. The nurse will be in shortly to discuss your health insurance and discharge instructions for tomorrow.
Okay.
You're lucky your friends are following you. A few more minutes and...
He doesn't finish. He doesn't need to. He nods to Missy and exits, closing the door behind him. The silence is heavy.
I'll go tell Chris you're okay. He's pacing a hole in the waiting room floor.
Thanks.
Quinn,
Please don't. Not right now.
Missy's face crumples. She nods and slips out. Quinn is alone. She closes her eyes and exhales shakily. A soft snore makes her eyes snap open. In the chair next to her bed, hidden partially by the privacy curtain, a priest sits slumped in sleep. Elderly white collar, rosary beads dangling from his pocket. His jacket hangs open. A worn leather wallet peeks out from the inside pocket, just barely visible. Quinn stares at it. Then at her IV. Then back at the wallet. A long moment passes. She reaches over slowly, wincing at the pull of the IV line, fingers stretching towards the wallet, then stops. She pulls her hand back and lies back against the pillow.
Rock bottom isn't low enough yet, apparently.
She turns her head away from the sleeping priest and stares at the ceiling, tears sliding silently down her temples. Quinn shares a room with two other patients. Missy pushes through the curtains separating the beds and stops dead. Quinn is standing over a sleeping priest's bed, carefully extracting a wallet from his jacket pocket. She freezes when she sees them.
Oh no. Please, I was gonna pay it back. I swear, I just need the money for...
Drugs?
Yes, but not that kind of drugs.
Quinn, I think moving you into my home is going to be a mistake.
I'm sorry. I just need...
Missy and Chris turn their backs to her, heading for the exit. Just then, a nurse walks in, holding a chart, looking grim.
We've been trying to reach you about your insulin prescription. Your health insurance information doesn't match any of your identification documents. Unless you give us your real name and correct insurance details, we can't process payment through your provider. That means you'll be covering the full cost out of pocket.
Quinn's face crumples. She bursts into tears, not small tears, but wrecking sobs of desperation and fear.
Wait.
Missy.
Wait.
She and Chris exchange a long look. Then they walk back over to Quinn's bed and without a word, embrace her. Quinn cries into Missy's shoulder, while Chris rubs her back.
Should I come back?
Can you give us a moment?
The nurse nods and exits, pulling the curtain behind her.
Why won't you give the nurse your real name? Do you or your father not have insurance?
I don't really want to talk about it.
Okay, but we need to understand what's going on so we can actually help you.
I said I don't want to talk about it.
Alright, geez, Missy. A word.
Missy follows Chris to a corner of the room, away from Quinn's earshot.
What was that about? She's clearly hiding something. Not like I ate the last cookie, something like I'm in witness protection, something.
Yeah, but it's probably nothing. She's just scared.
Plus her face looks familiar. I can't quite place her, but I've definitely seen her somewhere before.
Chris, get a life. You probably saw her on a true crime documentary or something.
No, it's not that. And you know I'm always right about these things. Remember when I said your sister was going to get divorced 3 months later?
That was a lucky guess.
It was intuition. And right now my intuition is screaming that there's more to Quinn than meets the eye.
Fine. But we're not interrogating her like she's a suspect. We're going to be supportive and let her open up in her own time.
They walk back over to Quinn, who's watching them suspiciously.
What were you two talking about?
Nothing.
We're going to figure this out.
You need help. Real help, not judgment.
I can't afford insulin. I can't afford anything. That's why I've been sleeping in my car. That's why I need the room so badly.
We're doing this.
We're doing this.
Missy and Chris lead Quinn into their home. Quinn carries a single worn duffel bag, all her possessions fitting into one piece of luggage.
As you can see, Missy lives like a Mormon. No fancy stuff for you to steal. Plus, I have a copy of your ID, so if you do steal anything or harm my wife, I'll find you and reenact Taken on you. Got it?
Understood.
He cries when we watch Tangled.
Thanks for that. Really helpful. I'm going to use a bathroom before I head out.
He exits. Quinn turns to Missy.
Missy, I'd just like to...
You've already apologized. As long as it doesn't happen again in this house, we're fine. Clean slate, okay?
It won't, I promise.
The doorbell rings. A pizza guy hands over a large pizza box and heads off.
Hungry?
Yes, please. Extra pepperoni?
Vegetarian. Sorry. I'm kidding. I was born in Texas. We eat meat.
Quinn laughs, a genuine, surprised laugh. It's the first real moment of lightness between them.
Come on, let's eat. You look like you haven't had a decent meal in days.
Weeks, actually.
They settle on the couch, pizza between them, the beginning of something unexpected starting to take shape. Missy leads Quinn into a modest bedroom. Breaking Bad posters cover the walls, Walter White in various menacing poses.
This is my son's old bedroom. He'll sleep on the couch on weekends when he visits. Sorry about the Breaking Bad shrine. Fair warning, he's obsessed.
No, this tells me more than I need to know about him already.
He's a huge Walter White fan. Always had this dream about becoming a chemist who cures diseases, which absolutely doesn't terrify his grandparents at all. They're totally fine with it.
He sounds like a good kid.
Do you have a big family?
Just me, my brothers, and my dad. My mom died when I was young. Cancer. She was only 30.
I'm so sorry. My roommate in college died the same way.
Was she the one who turned you? Sorry, that's so insensitive of me. I shouldn't have asked.
It's fine. She wasn't, but her sister definitely did.
Quinn laughs, genuinely amused by this irony.
My dad kicked me out because his church showed him photos of me kissing women. Someone hacked my private Instagram and sent him screenshots. Can you believe that? Who does that?
That must have been terrifying.
I tried to tell him I wasn't ashamed of it, that expressing the real me should be something he'd be proud of. And then
Quinn stands across from her father, David, in his 60s, his face red with anger.
he slapped me.
Back in the present, Quinn's hands are trembling. Missy immediately pulls her into a tight hug, holding her as she processes the trauma. They stay like that for a long moment, Missy offering silent comfort. Then suddenly, Chris appears in the doorway.
Oh, sorry. I was just coming to say goodbye.
Missy and Quinn pull apart quickly, but slightly flustered.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get so emotional. That was...
No, that was my fault. I shouldn't have pushed. Listen, come downstairs later, okay? I'd like to video call my son and introduce you to him.
Sure, but once again, I want to apologize for earlier at the hospital.
It won't happen again. I mean, yuck.
There's an awkward beat.
I meant that in a jokey way, like, as in you won't steal from unconscious priests again, not that the hug was yuck. The hug was nice, appropriate, very roommate-like.
Right.
Okay, I should definitely leave, right now. Bye.
She exits quickly, Chris following with an amused expression.
That went well.
Shut up.
Could you film your next hugging session? I could help you improve your technique.
Leave. Get out. Go to your bachelor pad.
You're clearly bad at hugs, or she wouldn't have looked so repulsed by it.
You're such a dick.
Always a pleasure, dear wife. Until next time, keep liking girls.
He exits. Missy stands alone in the hallway, mortified, but also smiling despite herself. Chris sits at an expensive desk in his sleek, modern office. On a whim, he decides to Google Quinn's name. Multiple headlines appear. Heir to billions. Tech billionaire's daughter, torrid gay affair with president's chief of staff exposed. Scandal rocks political elite. Secret relationship between presidential advisor and tech heiress revealed. From penthouse to outcast, how Quinn Matlock became America's most controversial socialite. Chris's eyes widen as he scrolls through the article after article. Posts of Quinn at charity galas with politicians, exclusive events. She's not just anyone. She's someone's daughter. Someone important.
Oh no.
He picks up his phone and calls Missy.
What?
We need to talk about Quinn. Now.
And that's a wrap on this episode of Girls Like Girls. We hope this chapter made you laugh, blush, cry a little, or completely rethink your love life. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure you follow That Love Podcast wherever you're listening so you never miss the next moment, meltdown, confession, or heartbreak. And don't forget to share this episode with friends and family. Every share helps this podcast grow and brings more listeners into the story. Today's episode featured the voices of Alcy Carver, Alyssa Bowers, Emerson Peary, and Lisa Miller. Written, produced, and directed by Joe M. Nisita. If today's romantic disaster kept you hooked, leave us a 5-star review while you're listening. It truly helps more hopeless romantics discover the show and supports independent storytelling like this. Until next time, stay kind, stay beautiful, protect your heart, and always remember, you are deeply loved.